What's the hardest part of being the face of a global company?
Don't know, you tell me.
No, but really, I mean, then obviously your posts, your LinkedIn post, I know for a fact that, some will hit 30,000 impressions in a day. So, and that's a very specific niche audience that you're connected with on LinkedIn. So, your presence in this specific niche, I would say you are somewhat dominating this industry. So what are the challenges? What are the fears of being a CEO of a global company, of dealing with so much wealth? You're dealing with a lot of fortune here. You're in a way that you are responsible for a lot of people's money. The wealth management side of it. So what are the challenges? What are the fears that you feel as a CEO?
And the pressure's always on. Obviously, mindful of brand.
Yeah.
I think you're always going to upset some people. I think you just can't take it too personally. So you can't let the emotions run wild, right? You've got to be pragmatic about it. I think what I've learned to do the last 3-4 years is become a little bit tougher in understanding that certain parts of the network, rightly or wrongly, don't necessarily always understand the solutions, or if you want to say it more accurately, don't read the fine print and don't really understand things that they're actually saying that they probably shouldn't be selling. So that kind of, I think, is something, to make sure we're aligned with partners that understand what the CGW mission is. That's always something I'm kind of mindful of at all times. I don't like to use the word fearful because I try not to let fear run me or my team. I try to lead differently. But I do lead with a heart and a head. I think, I definitely do lead with emotion sometimes, because as you've rightly pointed out, people have worked hard for that money.
Yeah.
As an investor myself, I know what it's like to lose money. I know what it's like. So I'd like to think that I sort of lead differently from my own experiences.
Yeah.
But I sort of say, if it's, to answer your question, I think, saying the wrong thing on LinkedIn can irk people. Everyone's got an opinion these days, right or wrong. And I think you just can't let somebody's opinion ruin your day.
True.
There's an expression out there, what somebody else thinks of you is none of your business.
Very true.
And again, it's just a social media platform. Does it mean it's an accurate depiction of who I am and what I am? To an extent. But there's also then the real me. If you still think that Pete's like this, go and have a coffee and sit down with them and talk to them about stuff. And you'll actually probably have to go, I didn't know that you were like this, or you knew this, or you had this kind of... So I think sometimes the social media platforms don't always portray who the real person is, because there's the image you've got to live up to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's why I think it's good to do, personal posts and things as well.
Yeah.
People can buy into and go, okay, yeah, he's a family man, he's into his health, his wellness, his biohacking, his health optimization. Oh, he's into this, he's into his car, he likes this. Just a normal guy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think that's what people...
And I think that's the way to go. You just be, if you're true to your business, to yourself on social media, you just enjoy all of it. I've seen a lot of people crash because they live a total separate life on social media. Whereas I know for a fact that, what you are in person is what you almost 100% come across on social media, the posts, the content, the way you're out there. I guess that's a good thing. It just becomes easy when who you are is what you're on social media. It's just you living your life,
Never change your brand.
Yeah, true. You are the brand.